Here I am again with Danny. It had been about 5 weeks since I had saddled him the last time, and this session ended up being his fourth time being saddled, and it was about 2 weeks since I had worked with him at all on the ground. So this is showing how he acts when he's fresh and how he was going to be with cinch pressure after a little bit over a month. I've had this guy for about 90 days, and I really haven't been pushing him very hard. He's a smaller 2-year-old, and he really doesn't have any withers yet, so my saddle wanted to slide forward on him pretty bad, and I actually ended up galling him because of it, so he got quite a bit of time off to let that heal up, and he's all healed up now. So this is just showing kind of what he's going to be like. This guy definitely just needed to grow up. He filled out and grew a ton in the 3 months that I had him, and he's a real sweetheart. But like I said, I didn't push him at all. He spent a lot of time just hanging out, and I didn't work him very hard. I only stuck 2 rides on him, and both of those were in our local lake when we went swimming, and he did really well for that. But I have not, at this point, crawled on him with a saddle on dry ground yet. The decision was made to turn him out for the winter and see what he comes back like next year. But I really do like this colt. He's a sweetheart, he's real gentle, and I'm just kind of preparing him a little bit here before I saddle him for the 4th time. I did do a little bit of groundwork lunging him before I started messing around with the blanket here and warmed him up a little bit. I was really interested to see how he would saddle up here. He wanted to be a touch worried about the blanket right there when we first started, but he remembered and settled down pretty quick. He goes to walk off when I throw the saddle on there, but he's not scared by it or anything. Just wants to move his feet. Set my saddle, and I'm not sneaking around him at all. I like to treat these colts like they're broke and just toss my saddle up there. He stands for me really well here as I let my cinches down and adjust stuff and go ahead and cinch him up. The first time I saddled this guy, he wanted to buck a little bit. He was uncomfortable with the cinch pressure and being able to move out. And now that he's figured out he can move out with cinch pressure, he does a lot better. I don't think he wanted to be a bronc per se. He was just very stuck in his feet. So this little session here was kind of a sign to me on how he was going to be later on. I'll give him a free pass to buck with the saddle the first time, but if it's a recurring thing, then it's not really my favorite. Go ahead and cinch him up all the way here. I'm not cutting him in half, but he can definitely feel that front cinch, and I want that back cinch to just touch him. So first thing I'm asking him here is to disengage. Roll his hinds around a little bit. He's good for that. Ask him to disengage a little bit more. And then step his fronts across. That's perfect. Then I swap sides and do the same thing on the other side. Look for those hinds. Roll them around. And I'm just checking him out here. And I'll step those fronts to the left. He's perfect about that. This little guy tries really hard. And then I send him off on the circle. He's not acting tight. It doesn't look like there's a watermelon under his saddle. There he trots off smooth. He doesn't act bronky or humpy at all. Just cruises right around. comfortably. Nice little colt. I was really happy with this. Go ahead and roll him around to a stop. Change directions. Trot off the other direction. It's nice and comfortable on that side too. He could be a little bit softer on the halter, but all in all, it's not bad. He's looking pretty good. Roll him around the other direction. Pet on him a little bit. And I actually ended up turning him loose and moving him around loose in the round pen for a while also. He was pretty happy to move out, and again, didn't offer any shenanigans with the saddle. He picks up a left lead there, cruises around. Kind of crossfires a little bit. Then picks up his left lead again. Nice change of direction there to the inside. Kind of wants to crossfire around on that right side a little bit. He noticed my friend sitting on the fence right there for the first time and thought he needed to stop. There's a right lead. All in all, I was pretty happy with how this guy did. He's a real sweetheart. And with any luck, I'll be able to handle him some next year and actually put a real start on him. I'm pushing on him a little bit more when he's by the camera and keeping him going. He's moving out really nice right here. Picks up a right lead flawlessly that time. Here I'm looking for two eyes, and he's happy to stop, face me up, lick and chew. I go to look for his hip, and he does. Really nice stuff. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. The Standy colt is pretty nice.